Hello and welcome back to the channel and back to 2d6 Dungeon. We're still here on level 5. Sorry for the long break there. I was hoping to finish level 5 before the end of the year, but here, we are going to finish it now and move forward. Once level 5 is done, we are officially halfway through the dungeon. 2d6 Dungeon was created by Toby Lancaster. His links are in the description. We are still using Tailspire for the mapping. I had to refresh my memory as to what was going on. We had killed a zombie here. Couple zombies. Let's move and see. We're in this little room. Have our nice dungeon. We're gonna finish going down here and maybe connect these up hopefully. If not, we're gonna pop into here and find our stairs down over this way. Here we go. Step on through this archway here. We enter into a 5x5 room. Primordial hall. There are 4 pillars in the space. Vines grow around them and fill the space. The air is humid. Primordial axiom slowly walks from the shadows. Must face this challenging foe. We do have 2 exits here. I do believe there's enough room here for a room. I'm not going to just connect the cube. I'm not going to worry about that way. We do have our axiom here. These much feared figures are warped by the primordial orbit, consumed and reshaped by this base magic. They seek to further their influence and lead many in the sacrificial ceremony. Their maneuvers are Firestorm and Meteor Hail. 4 and 6. Firestorm, we don't really block that. And then a 6 on. We do have our leather breastplate that will help. But there interrupts the primordial barrier on primary 5s and 6s. We also have a fire screen on secondary 3s and 4s. Swooping spin is not affected by either interrupt. So we're going to try and work for swooping spins only. Pop around 1 our turn here. As always, the red die is the primary die and black die. Start off 3-6. We have 3 shift. No, we can't do anything really. So no hit on the first round here. For us, over to Ordeal Axiom's turn. And right off with a 6-1 Meteor Hail on us. So we do have our -4 for our leather breastplate, so it's just going to be a d6 -1. Getting 0 points of damage with the Meteor Hail. Stop round 2 our turn. We're at 2-1. 2-1, we can actually do something. Use 1 shift, turn 2 into 3. 1 shift, turn 1 into a 2. Create a swooping spin. D6 + 4. Dealing 8 points of damage. Mordeal turn for round 2 here. Oh, the Mordeal Axiom got 6-6, which is a prime attack roll. Stagger backwards as black liquid erupts from your mouth. Fight, breathe, lose 2d6. 7 points. Bring it down to 50. Top around 3 our turn here. Going. We're up 1-6. Only 3 shifts. Can't do anything with 1-6. Go to Axiom's turn. 5-4. 2 shifts. They can't make a Firestorm with 5-4 or Meteor Hail. We are safe this round. Top round 4 our turn. We are going 3-6. We also have our extra shift now. 4 shifts total. We can drop that 6 down to it. With all 4 shifts, create a swooping spin. 9 points of damage. Down 33 health. More deals. Turn on round 4. Also got an extra shift now. Use 1 shift. Turn that 5 into a 4. Create a Firestorm. That is 3. 7 points of damage. Bringing us down to 49 health. Top of round 5, our turn. Yeah, 2 extra shifts, 5 shifts total. 2-4 on the die. We can easily turn a 2-4 into a swooping spin. Total of 3 shifts used out of the 5. Another 8 points of damage. Bringing the ordeal down to 25 health, halfway point. Ordeal turn for round 5. 3-5. Use 2 shifts or another firestorm. Or 5 points of damage. 44 health. Up around 6 with a total of 6 shifts. Turn. 4-3. That very easy to switch to 3-4 or 3-2. Switching that to a 3-2 to make another swooping spin for another 8 points of damage. Bringing the Axiom down to 17 health. Axiom's turn for round 4-3 and 5 shifts. Turn that 3 and make another firestorm. Points of damage. 38. Up around 7. And I don't believe any interrupts go away. They're all magic based. There isn't any movement based dodges or anything like that. Which is okay. They're aiming to get swooping spins and avoid the interrupts altogether. 6-1. Have 6 shifts used. 1 shift, 2. 3 shifts, 3. Doing a swooping spin. 5 points. Bring it down. Oh, hell. More deals. Turn for round 7. 2-2. With 2-2, we can get meteor hail. 5 shifts. 4 shifts go there. 1 shift go there. Meteor hail is D6 -1 due to our divine leather breastplate. D4 -1. 3 points of damage. Bring it 35. Top round 8, our turn. 5-2. 2 shifts. Bring that 3. Create a swooping spin. 9 points of damage. Bringing the Axiom down to 3 health. Axiom's turn for round 8. 6-1, which is a perfect meteor hail. 4 points of damage to us. I guess 31 health there. Top around 9, our turn. 2-4. Shift. 8-3-2. For a swooping spin, which should be our last. Finishing off with a full 10 damage. Bringing the Axiom down. First, at the XP here, we are at 5,311 and we'll gain 650. 5,901 XP. That was done behind the Axiom card. Check the body here with religious pouch table. On a silver chain worth 2d6 plus 20 silver are 10 polished bang. Silver chain of polished worth 27 silver pieces. Let's put the Axiom away and bring out the character. There we go. Alright, let's take a look. Refresh my memory. Hey, some potion. Nothing for healing. We do have a healing page. 2 uses of it. We can use one here in this room. We can use one of our health base to get 10 points back. Bring us back to 41. Not much, but right. You can always use the next one the next room. I believe we have enough stuff to make more. Alright, like I said, there's probably a room here, but it's just connected back this way. There's no reason to fill it in quite yet. And do this. This one. See what we get. Stepping through this archway, what we find is a short way. The door for an archway this way, here. Continue straight ahead. We enter into a room with 4 candles. The black candle room. There are 2 exits. Both doors. There are 4 lit large black candles, all iron candlesticks here. They give off a toxic aroma. Make a precision check. 8 if you fail. You're dazed by the smell, and a patrol. We do have a plus on our precision. Dice plus 5. With precision check, we roll 2d6, and we have a plus 5 because of potion in our base, and we have to get an 8 or better. 7 plus 5. We pass that check and we momentarily get a little dazed, but not enough to knock us out, and we rush to the next door. I'll check it, see if we can get out of here quickly. A wooden door, so as long as it's not a 6, it's not to unlock the door. Pass through this door and get out of this room before the smell takes us. Open this door. And dark. That space is lined with black stone bordered by dark pillars. Light doesn't penetrate the room. Roll a d6, magic discipline. On a 6 or lower, the dark magic holds your skin for health. The potion that's still active for this floor gives us a plus 4 discipline, so we need to roll a 2 or better. So, we are good. There's one archway. Alright, stepping through this archway, we find is a slime room. Closest thing I found is slime. There are some parchments on the floor and some scorch marks. The walls are covered in slime. Bolt of slime shoots out at you. Roll a d6 plus discipline. Low 6 and it hits, melting a piece of armor. Don't put that. Our discipline is with the potion plus 4. So again, we need to roll a 2 or better. Just made it. And then our random door we got is, they're wooden doors, but they are all locked. And there's one over here. Let's go over here and find out what kind of lock it has. 5, quality of 5. We have some lockpicks. We also have our potions that we add our precision to our check to unlock it. That's going to be a plus 5. We only need to roll a 1 or better on the dice. Makes it kind of not possible to break. So we will use one of our plus 1 lockpicks. We need to use a lockpick, bring it down to 4. Pick that one. I'm not going to roll it because we can't not pass. Now we have a plus 6 to our check, and it's only a 5 up. Moving on. Alright, we'll open this door. Maybe. And step inside. What we find. A worship space. There is an altar here and a small statue standing on it. A collection of stools are gathered around. It is dedicated to God Internet, and it can make an offering here for a favor point. And Internet is one of the few that we don't have maxed out yet. And then our goal above, we see a series of rope or a small platform out of reach. You can see a chest sitting on it. You throw an axe. You can either lose the axe or snap a rope and collect the chest. That's the chest floating above us. And the room has archways. One leads back to the starting room, and the other leads to where we got our blessed armor, which is where we want to go next anyway. Let's see if we can throw one of our axes. Throw one of the flame ones. See if we get that done. Add your shift. We have a plus 3. 2d6 plus 3. need 8 or better. Good to go there. Plenty. We have a chest in our hand. Possession. We're looking at chest table 3. Roll +2. 6. The chest is virtually empty, apart from half a silver cross worth 2d6 silver wrapped in cloth. 10 silver pieces. Didn't we have a half already? They get rid of it. Nope, I don't see any in here, so we must have sold that off. That finishes this room, leaving us with our. Before stepping through the archway here, we'll take a look at Internix stuff here. We do have lots for favor points for him. We have some rubies, so we can't do the garnet or ebony, but we do have some black feathers that we could give, and we get a +1 on our favor, so we would get 2 favor points for that. We'll give up some black feathers. That, I mean, we made it halfway through the dungeon. I've never called favor on any god. I do believe I can get healing. That happens when you call favor. You roll a d6, and if your roll equal to or below the favor point, then you gain their favor and are gifted 1 reward. And depending on who it is, his in turn it shows that his gift is there. And we have other gods that we're able to do with. There is suggestions to include also healing to your full baseline HP, which I think if I'm going to call favor on a god for healing, I'm going to wait till I'm a little bit closer to dead than being where I'm at right now. So we'll keep it as is for now. With all that taken care of, put the god away, and then we can step through this archway. And what we find is a fire temple. There is a small freestanding temple carved as if fire runs up its walls. Inside you can see a figure. Someone is praying. I just made this little, more like an altar thing at the temple because the room isn't that big. And anyway, someone is praying. Roll d6. Find out. 3. Basil Initiate. The Basil Initiates were once infernal monks who have been drawn into the study of primordial magic. They have one goal in their fanatical studies, and that is to become primordial experts. They have a fire globe and a leather whip. 2, 3, 4, 5. Our bracers will help with the fire globe, and our banded shield will help with the whip. Fire globe is going to be a d6 minus 2, and the whip will be a d3 minus 1. For their interrupts, they have a sidestep, primary 3s and 5s, minus 2 damage. The sidestep would be something that would go away after round 6. They also have a heat shield on secondary 4s, minus 3. So primary 3s and 5s will affect our lunging thrust and swooping spin, and secondary 4s will affect our heavy slash. So everything is getting reduced. With that said, it looks like lunging thrust will have our highest damage output with a d6 plus 3, so that's what we'll aim to hit as often as we can. Starting round 1, our turn. Now we're off to a 2-2 start. 3 shift 2-2. We can't get to a lunging thrust with a 2-2. Get to a swooping spin, which will be a d6 plus 2. 6 points of damage. Brings them down to 9. Basil initiates turn round 1. 2-5 with 1 shift. They can't do a. They need 2 shifts to make anything. No hits for us. Top of round 2 our turn. 5-4. Almost exact hit. We can 1 shift this 4 into a 3. Create a lunging thrust. D6 plus 3. Great finisher off. Plus 3. That was a very short jump. Compared to the last one, very short. As he falls dead. Before we roll on the couch table here, we're going to add the 75 XP to our total. 59, 61, 75 brings us to 60, 30. That was updated behind the card. Next, we have couch table to roll on. 4, 8. Inside is a lockpick plus 2, lockpick plus 2s, and some Malacro leaves. You can always use more Malacro leaves. Really need to start looking at how many Malacro leaves we got. Alright, we had 2 plus 2 lockpicks. Now we're going to have 4 plus 2 lockpicks. Now this room has a door. The door is actually from the chamber room where we got our armor increase. I don't remember if we checked it for being locked or not, so we'll check it now. Looks like a wood door. 4, therefore unlocked. Open that, head right on here. We're gonna head over to this door. Like I said, the steps down should be right up in this one. There's a little gap over here that we didn't fill in. A little bit. All this is all. Oh, or no, there's a door right here. An opening. I don't see. I feel like it should be here. Alright. Before we open this door, let's check and see if it's locked. That is definitely locked. With a 6 difficulty. And our base precision plus with a +1 lockpick is going to be a 6. We guarantee open it. Gotta lose a lockpick. I'm gonna roll for it. We're just gonna take the lockpick off. Our lockpick's +1 down to 3. Open the door. Stepping inside, we have a familiar looking sight. The third time we've seen it. An effigy hall. To one side is an effigy made of animal limbs, chains, and strips of fur. The floor is slippery. If you go near the effigy, must pass a precision check of 7 or slip and lose health. And due to the size of the room, I think I'm gonna force myself to roll that this again. We have 5 to our precision. And if we don't fall, we do have to roll. One of the corners is curtained off. There's some scraping behind it before it's put back. Efflux career appears. Mildly attack. If you survive, either have been working on some old weapons. One is a throwing dagger with rebound ruin. Alright, we fought an efflux once before, quite a long time ago. When the efflux are not absorbing themselves in pure psychic energy, they are often employed to probe people's minds with the Infernal Order's suppression council. They have mental blast and static charge, and their interrupts are psychic shield, memory 4s, 5s, sudden fear on secondary 6s. You don't have to worry about sudden fear 6s, primary 4s and 5s. The psychic shield will affect our lunge thrust. Instead of a +5, it'll bring it down to a +3. The metal bracers will give a -2 to the static shard. Stop around 1 our turn, ready to go. And we start off with a 6-5. We can easily switch that way forward, create a heavy slash. 4 points of damage. Efflux turn with a 6-1. 2 shifts there is much we can hop around to our turn here. Go with a 6-2. We can also do 2 shifts to create maybe hit a little bit harder this time. No, still doing 4 points. Efflux turn. 4 rounds. It's 4 this time around. 2 shifts. We're not getting anything with that. I think the red dice is broken. Round 3, our turn. With a 1-4. 3 shift. 1. No, we need 20 shift. You're missing out on this round. Round 3, efflux turn. 4-5. 2 shift. Not much happening there. Top round 4 with 1 extra shift. Our turn. 5-5. Finish shift. 1-5-4. And make a heavy slash. 7 points of damage. Bring it to 13 health. Efflux got reshift this round. Let's see if we get a 1-2. That is an exact mental blast. They don't get to add anything fancy to it though, like we do. We don't have anything to block mental blast. We're going to take a full d6 plus 4. 6 points of damage. Bring us to 35 health. Round 5 our turn. Going in with 5 shift. Get a 3-3. Plenty of shift to go for everything. I think the swooping spin is going to give us our best damage. 1 shift. There we go. That is 9 points of damage. Bringing her down 4 health. Deflex turn for round 5. We got 5 body and 4 shift. We can turn that into a static charge. 2 shifts for each die. D6 plus 1 of our bracers. 4 points of damage. $31 health. Over to round 6 on our turn. 6 shift. Holding 4-1. We only need to use 2 shifts to make a swooping spin off of a 4-1. There we go. And that does 6 points of damage. Bringing her to hit. First thing we'll do is the XP increase behind the card here. Going from 60-36 to 65. Then have our religious pouch on her. 7. That pouch is a religious symbol card of ebony. And then we also have this coat's rebound ruin. Okay. Now this did connect back with just a little 1x1 room, hall, whatever you want to call it. Back to the big room there. And we have an archway going. Let's prepare for a step through this archway and enter into the room. What we have is a high altar. Towering over you is a beautiful shrine. A robed figure knelt before it is chanting, and they attack. We must fight another Mordale Axiom. If you survive, you find a golden goblet on the altar worth 66 gold. Around 1 our turn. We're starting off with a nice 4-3. 3 shift to make 1 shift to change 4 into 3. And 1 shift to change 3 into a 2 to make a swooping spin. And that will deal 6 points of damage. 44 health. Axion's turn for round 1. 1-2. With the 1-2, we can't turn that into any. Top round 2, our turn. Go 2-3. And just like last time, going to shift 1-3 and 1 for a 2 and get another swooping spin. 9 points of damage. Bringing it down to 35. Axion's turn for round 2. Missing 4-6. That is a firestorm. We don't block the firestorm at 4. 6 points of damage. Round 3 our turn. 1-2. There's 2 shifts go to a 3-2. Break swoop spin. 5 points of damage. Bringing it down 30 health. Turn for round 3. 3-2. 3-2 and 2 shift. Not make any hit. Round 4 in our turn. With the fight or shift. You can turn that into a swooping spin. 3 shifts for the 5 down to a 2. 1 shift for the 2 to a 3. 10 points of damage. Action's turn for round 4. 2-1. He shifts with a 2-1. It's not going to do it. Round 5 our turn. If you roll a double 6 for your attack roll, you have to perform a climb attack. Select one of your maneuvers, perform it exactly. Add your total shift, including shift from fatigue dice, which we are at +2 to the damage and cannot be affected by interrupt. Which means we're going for our high damage. We're going straight to the lunging thrust, and it will give us a d6 plus 10 damage. 13 points of damage. Leave in the action together. Action turn for round 5. One is meteor hail. Oh, we get defended with the breastplate, so it is a d6 minus 1. 3 points of damage. Our turn for round 6. Nice pop out of the tray. Roll. Have a 2 with 2 shifts and 6 shifts. We can do almost anything we want. 1 shift, take the 2, and 4 shifts to take the 2 and create a cooking stand at the chance. Bring them to 2 health. Axiom's turn for round 6. 5 shift, 2 and 2. Can't get to a firestorm, so we can take 2, turn it into a 6 with 4 shifts, and then just 1 shift to downplay the 2 into a 1. Anyway, make another meteor hail, again with the d6 minus 1, 2 points of damage. Bringing us to 20, and start round 7 with our turn here. With a 1-5, we can do 2 shifts into 3, and 3 shifts into 2. Create a cooking spin, which will finish off the axiom. And with a 1 on the die, still 4 points of damage. That brings it to hit. First thing is our XE going behind the card here. We are currently at 6536, and we are going to add 650, bringing us 7,186. Our religious pouch table with 7. Inside the pouch is another carved ebony religious. Have one of those, we'll make it an next 2. I think we're going to use our last vial of case. Will give us another empty vial, but it will also give us not quite the halfway, but that's better than we were. And we get our goblet too. Step up here to that. Grab the goblet. These 3 gold pieces. Going to the step. Alright. Gonna go. This room's got a curtain. We'll pass through. Depending on how large this next room is, it could be our last room. We're gonna step through the curtain into the largest room I've ever rolled. It actually was too big to fit in this space. It's supposed to be 11 by 10, and it turned out to be 10 by 7. That's all the more that would fit. So, at one end of the sanctum is 2 pillars, frame and altar. On it sits a gold chalice worth 46 gold pieces. If I take it and roll a 1 or 2 on a d6, an alarm will sound and a patrol shows up. Rather low chance of a patrol showing up, but we're also right here at the steps, and I don't really have that much health. I'd like to just get on the steps, get my rest in, heal some, and hit the next floor. So that's going to end floor 5 of the dungeon, bringing us officially halfway through the dungeon. Mark that off here. A little bit longer video. I wanted to finish off the whole floor, and so our next video will bring us to part of level 6 and keep progressing. Level 6 has some new features to it that make it fun. Room sequences. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, sorry for the long wait. Glad you're still here. We are continuing forth through the dungeon. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.